Okay, there we go. I got it there. All righty. Islam, peaceful greetings, namaste, whatever, greeting language that you'd like to use. How are you all? I am Brother Shining Ill, one of the 5 Astro Magnificent Bros from the 7 Hill Star Astrology Firm, and I am here with my bro.
Namaste, 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 Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexico. How are you? Yeah.
All right, thank you. We're about to get right on into this, and this is episode number 52, which makes a whole sun cycle for Mission Monday. Oh, bro, you gotta let me screen share.
Stop it. Are you serious? And boom, shakalaka, there goes the dynamite. You the host too while I'm at it, bro.
Yeah, we'll just get right on with the get down.
Building this thing while we flying it.
Building it while we flying it. All right, Sun Ingress Sagittarius here. This is in a Virgo zone at Tumaco, Chile. Right, we have a sun in the first house. Definitely loves that, right? Sun Ingress Sagittarius. So for the Tumaco, Chile, just about the East Coast area at northwestern Mexico here. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of long travels distance for you guys. A lot of at-one communications with how you relate to yourself and to others here. This will be poured out through just your drive and action here. So you might feel a sense or urge to, maybe just act off impulse, but let the impulse acting be in harmony here. And think with logic rather than your emotions for this. And finally, I just will add that, yes, this will be a very transformative ingress for the Chile and the East Coast area. Sun in the first, being ruled by, Mars is, ruled Scorpio in the 8th. So some axle diggity there. So, yeah, just be open to start looking at the dual nature of things, right? And the final thing is Jupiter's a service. So yeah, look at new ways to be of service to yourself and to others. And with that, I will yield, right? And we will move back now to the Leo zone, all right? All right, so we're now pulling up to Veracruz, La Ve, Mexico. And we are in the Leo zone here. So looky, we have now the sun in the 2nd house. So when it comes to just your possessions, it's just your daily routine here, right? Movable possessions. So it could be someone maybe looking to move here. Maybe move far, whether it would say, quote unquote, cross country or across seas. We have Libra on the rise here. So it's going to be about beauty here, seeing the beauty, being optimistic about life, and just good luck in general here, taking the good with the bad and seeing that. And we know that Venus rules over Libra, and Venus is in the 3rd house. So there could be some short trips occurring here, right? Maybe meeting someone foreign in just your short travels, or maybe like a back to school thing here, right? For this Mexico area, and just, headed out to the West Coast, and it's conjunct Mercury, right? So yeah, there's going to be a oneness with relating here. So how we like to express ourselves, the truth. What is your outlook? What is your philosophy on life? And also, yeah, maybe some new books or articles, something about dealing with law. So law and religion as well. So be on the lookout for that. And I know I think it was last week with the new moon, we was talking about writs. So yeah, learning how to draft, maybe writing a book about your life or just keeping track. And with that, I will yield and now get into the Cancer zone, right? All right, and we are now pulling up to Kitty Mac, Canada here. So now we have the sun ingress the 3rd house in Sagittarius. So yeah, I say there's going to be a lot of school events going on here, right? When it comes to the creative arts, projects, possibly even like a I would say like bow and arrow type things, learning that draughtsmanship. So writing projects, being visited by, loved ones. As we know that around these times for the holy days, so-called holidays, right, there's a lot of long distance travel, whether you going or your relatives are coming to you. A lot of long distance travel. When we look at the scenic beings here, Luna's and Scorpio. So a lot of intense, just hiding feelings at this moment. Wow, would you look at that? On the rise is Virgo, 8 degrees, 8 minutes. So that's some 808 there for you, right? That's a very super high charge number. We look for Mercury. Mercury's in the fourth of Venus. So yeah, this is going to be communication. This is feeling free, really just letting the fire burn within your hearts, and hashtag cry mop, rock your hips, move your hips around, do some yoga, move your body, right?
Move your body.
Yeah, and just be open to just learning new things. Because we know that Sagittarius and Jupiter is all about foreign. Someone may even be possibly getting a big dog, right? Or a big kind of pet in whatever fashion, or just a foreign pet that most wouldn't even think about getting here. And with that, I'm gonna yield for the Cancer zone and pass it to my bro.
All right, is this the Gemini zone I'm going in here?
Oh yeah.
Islam. So Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. Alrighty, we have Leo on the rise. So the sun is actually ruling the ascendant here as it's making its ingress. So it's trine, alrighty, to the ascendant, or ascendant's trine to the sun. However, we always go from the sun and then do aspects from there on out. So guys, what we'll be able to do here is just really bring some light, alrighty, to the home in a very creative way. Be very fortunate in our regal position within the home and be well respected with whom we are. Allow ourselves to be creative. You may find yourselves on this day also within the Gemini zone being a little more playful than normal. You'll find yourselves also, guys, seeking to allow yourselves to be highly creative in your erudite studies. And with that, I yield the floor. With a degree pertaining to draftsmanship that this is actually taking place, as we move into the Taurus zone, the sun there in the 5th house, so it has accidental dignity, while the moon in Scorpio there is actually ruling the ascendant. So what we're doing is really allowing ourselves to allow our subconscious mind to really be in harmony with the things that we would like to write, or maybe we may be reading something, or doing some proofreading actually, and making sure that we are fascinated with that which we're reading. However, being able to tell our loved ones, let's say we're reading a memoir or something pertaining to our loved ones, or reading some type of drafted document for our loved ones, just make sure you're being very honest in bringing to the forefront that you're fascinated with the literature that they are writing. However, make sure you allow the edits to be pointed out as you're doing what is called proofreading. All righty. So there may be some fascination with what it is that you're reading as far as the dignity that's there for the moon and the sun. However, when it comes to draftsmanship, which is 0 to 3 degrees, Sagittarius, for where the sun is currently transiting these next couple of days, just make sure you really are allowing yourself to co-produce behind the scenes that which will allow the people to comprehend that which is being written. All righty. And with that, I yield the floor. We're in the Aries zone, guys, and here we will see that we're bringing some light to draftsmanship when it comes to our handbooks with what we're doing. Whatever it is that you're doing, serving others or someone serving you, it would be best to know the rules that govern such service and or quote unquote servant. I know when people read the etymology for the word family, they'll say a group. However, let's all be erudite in that terminology and recognize that one mother's breast have given us suck here on the planet. So with that being said, we are all serving one another in an altruistic fashion, thus making sure that we're being brotherly. All righty. Brotherhood is on the rise, even though it's at 22 degrees. Some would say that's the, well, let's just say according to the degree theory, 22 degrees is dealing with Saturn. So we're actually bringing out the essentials in brotherhood, making sure that we're doing simple things even in our neighborhoods locally, to make sure that we're doing what it takes to keep up the maintenance. So maybe you're raking leaves, maybe you're picking up trash or whatever. However, what you're actually doing is really allowing yourself to be highly active based on some, impulses within that actually drives you. alrighty, to be founded, like that lost so-called sheep from the 99, because Capella's on the rise there in the constellation Auriga. So what you're really going to allow yourself to do now is to be placed on the shoulders of justice by allowing your mind to really communicate to your surroundings, your neighborhood, and brotherhoods. You're really communicating that you're there to serve one another, and or you may come across some piece of literature that actually really allows you to feel like you're inspired to do so. So really communicate from the heart when you're speaking to those closest to you. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, as he goes in on the Pisces, Aquarius, and Capricorn zone. Islam.
Islam. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So we are at Haining, Zeshi, China, right? For the Pisces zone. And we got Taurus on the rise, right? We got the sun in the 7th. Oh man, where you at, brother Jack? I got
yeah.
Right. Continue to move forward. Yeah, this is House of Partnerships and Contracts. So yeah, definitely in this China area, we're going to see a lot of maybe foreign or just expansive contracts when it comes to business here. Meeting new business partners, Venus and Mercury in there as well. So maybe, going to business with some family members that might not have met before, or you're just meeting. Oh, look at that. Part of fortune is the profit of a new order degree. So yeah, there's going to be a new contract or something coming up with law, religion, or teaching or university that's going to really touch the mind and hearts of all of those in this area. Part of fortune's in the 12th house. So universities, like institutions here, we're looking for Venus. Venus ruling the ascendant, opposite of the opposite house of that. So that's a beautiful thing. So yeah, this is learning once again, writing writ. So or sketching your life. So getting tunnel vision about your expansive vision, right? And sketching that out and setting the right plans and just being optimistic and expansionary. Like, what are your visions? Like, what do you see? What's placed into your hearts? Uranus right there by the ascendant as well. So yeah, having that breakthrough moment and maybe where you're at school or just studying while you're to yourself with this. And yeah, be open to teaching your partner as well. So one may be as the, I would say, guru or teacher or mentor role, or just learning from each other, relating with each other. Communication, because that's the biggest key, right? And with that, I will yield for the Pisces zone. And now we'll head to the Aquarius. Oh, wrong button. On the Aquarius there. All right, so now we are moving to Kona, Bangladesh. Sun is in the 8th house. Here, Aries on the rise. So Sun, Sagittarius, and 8th house for the Aquarius zone, dealing with Saturn and Uranus as well with that, right? This is going to be very interesting how this transformation is going to be poured out in the mental. So, yeah, maybe receiving those downloads, as they would say, or just receiving new ideas of clarification here. Even, let's say, Sagittarius there. And this is going to be a beautiful transformation. So, learning how to work with others' money. So there could be a, I'd say probably like another contract of some sort, right? Venus and Mercury there. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, this is cleaning out the mindset. So I think this is like when the butterfly comes out the cocoon here. For some, for the transformation is Bangladesh area, or just new creations, new books that will, if not be dropping now, will be starting the trips, starting the necessary actions forward here. Yeah, and it's poured out through siblings. So yeah, do that project with your siblings or that you're thinking about for who that needs to hear that. With that, I will yield. I'll get on to see Capricorn zone. Where we at? Boom. All right, now we're at Kotivi Island, Seychelles. We have Sol in ninth house. Interesting. Part of Eros by the south node. Pisces on the rise, 2 degrees, 3 minutes. Sun in the God house, ninth house. He definitely loves that area. So yeah, I'm seeing like with this Seychelles Island, like when it comes to kind of just like law and religion, there's gonna be a clarity of some sort, or like some mass awakening pertaining to their careers and their worth on just how things really work here, right? So what was once done the usual way won't be the same now. When you look at what's in the first, we've got Neptune in the first, we got Guru in the first, Jupiter, and that is Juno too. So yeah, I think the commitment to love is going to be the theme and the focus for this area, and also for Pisces rising. Getting love, that love is the most important, and that if beings can't even love themselves, or if they can't love themselves, how can they give love to others? And then they can't even get to the principle of truth, because they have hate in their heart. So once again, if you have hate in your heart, let it out and be more optimistic about life. Want to learn something that's foreign that could excite you. What is something that you always wanted to study or do, or even possibly go travel to, right? That could help you learn about yourself more. And you can also learn about other cultures here. Luna's in Scorpio. So we know that a new moon is approaching. The moon's decreasing in light. So yeah, it's right there by the south node. So yeah, be open to embracing what makes you comfortable and be able to find out what makes you uncomfortable, so that now you can balance the two. Now you can learn whatever philosophy or studies to help you see that, and cutting out the middleman. That you don't need a middleman to help you connect to the higher source. You can do that for self. And with that, I think I'm gonna yield. Yeah, I'm gonna yield. Yeah, and pass that to the bro. Let's see, one last thing. Where Jupiter? Jupiter back at first. Yeah. Your mentality is expanding. So definitely rest, but take note of what's expanding in your internal world. And so that when it comes externally, it could come different, or it could come how you want to. Just pay attention and be open. And I will yield and let my bro get into the Sagittarius zone.
Indeed. And so the sun is ingressing Sagittarius, all right. And for the Sagittarius zone, let's just pay attention to the fact that both Luna and Sun are in Jupiter terms. Jupiter's doing very well here. It's in its own sign, all righty, not Sag, but in Pisces, even though it is retrograde. So what's actually occurring here, guys, the conditions pertaining to Jupiter is what's really the terms that are mastering the position pertaining to the sun and the moon. So guys, we're going to be able to go behind the scenes in our subconscious mind, as well as how we stand amongst our peers, and really allow ourselves to be amongst the people and come from the heart in a way that we are going to be very creative, probably on the quote unquote job, you guys at the job, or in your entrepreneurial endeavors. With Aquarius actually on the rise, Saturn here, right? It was also doing pretty well with a +5 also, as far as its essential dignities. It's in the first house. So there's going to be a bit of a delay. However, that delay is going to be due to the fact that the people, whomever you're presenting for, let's say you are going to do a presentation either at school or some type of presentation amongst your colleagues. And the delay is not going to be in the fact that you are late. You're going to be so ahead of time that the delay is going to be the people's comprehension. So they're going to have to really dig into their creative mindsets, or they're going to have to reveal that they completely comprehend what it is that you're presenting, and have to now expose a secret part of themselves. So with that, I yield the floor. Moving on to the Scorpio zone here, okay? We have Luna there. You know, I would say that Luna is in its fall. However, we're not doom and gloom astrologers. We just look at the energy and just run with it accordingly. So as we're being creative with, with this being the 11th house, so Sun would be quote unquote an accidental dignity, right? I mean, accidental debility, right? That's where the Sun would be being in the 11th house. However, I just really see this as just being very creative with our higher learning and sharing it. So when we're sharing that, we're also allowing ourselves to make sure we're completely really bringing some value to the sudden changes in the structures of what we're doing. Again, the reason I say that, we have Saturn in the second ruling, alrighty, Capricorn, of course, ruling the ascendant. Saturn and Aquarius in the second is really allowing us to pour out the knowledge that is definitely detrimental to making sure that the longevity of whatever endeavor that you're into, the values pertaining to where you stand amongst your peers, will really be dependent upon the sudden changes that you make in your infrastructures. All righty. So allow yourself to make those changes accordingly. Allow someone else to go behind the scenes with you to produce excellent and successful results. And with that, I yield the floor. And lastly, what we have here, actually, we are looking at, and finally, the Libra zone. We in the Libra zone. Hey! So with that being said, guys, we're seeing Jupiter ruling the ascendant. We're seeing Jupiter, right, ruling the ascendant, while Jupiter is also mastering, alrighty, at this point in time, mastering, so to speak, Luna and Sun's position. Alrighty, so the terms and conditions pertaining to Jupiter, one would actually see that Jupiter is in the position where it's just kind of applying by being retrograde to a sextile to Pluto. So there's going to be an expansion in the transformations to how we communicate and how we be creative. And it's really going to take people to consider, seriously consider the values in changing their thinking. I mean, your whole entire nervous system is going to be changed here. All righty, guys, what you're going to really allow yourselves to do is stand in the way where if you win, because it's not going to be an if, because people are going to be forced to make changes. So when you go to isolate yourself and allow that wisdom to be poured in, you're going to have to allow your belief systems to die in order for you to transform. All righty. So let that caterpillar pertaining to beliefs turn into a butterfly pertaining to erudite studies. All righty. And make sure you can be as fly as possible, so to speak, with the way that you go about presenting and utilizing that which you've just learned. All righty. So what I can further just say here also, if you guys don't mind, just give you a little extension here, because I and Brother Sean, we was like, you know what, we're gonna keep this one short, you know what I mean? Because guys, we know the protocol that we have for ourselves or whatever, and things that are really coming to you guys very soon in the future as far as what we're producing. So we really want you guys to really see how is this affecting you inside of your natal chart. You go to Brother Sean Alim for your mental magician reports. All righty. So you can see exactly how do you learn? How do you really think? How is your nervous system affected? What are you doing intestinally, so to speak? How are you digesting information as you go to consume it? So you can get your mental magician report from Brother Sean Alim. Go to 7heelstar.com. All righty. And find where they are. Go and explore 7heelstar.com, guys, because it is a for you by Moorish American kind of website there. You can also cast your natal charts there pro bono, right, for quote unquote free. Also, guys, you can go to 7heelstar's Instagram and our Astrology Street's Instagram. Click on our link tree in our bio, guys. And the first link there for Prophet Noble Drew Ali University, guys, it costs you nothing but to click on it and allow your email, alrighty, to be accepted once you go, hey, I want to have access to Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. Great, no problem, no worries. Once I get the email, I will give you access to allow you to be in Prophet Noble Drew Ali University, so you can have the same books that we have, alrighty. Even though we know there's a Me Too culture out there, and a lot of people who want the benefits pertaining to being Moorish American, but you're not in a fez or turban, but you want to sing your songs and things and and bring things forward. It's fine, guys. We're over the years. For me, these past 8 years, I see what happens. That type of stuff doesn't last long. Nature responds to sincerity and sincerity alone. So why do you think we guys give you that what you need? We give it to you. However, we do also say when you're sincerely ready to respect what it is our ancient foremothers and forefathers have sincerely brought, we are here to assist you even further. So schedule your mirror AstroLiteracy sessions without being offended. All righty. We trust that you guys will allow yourselves to leave any jealousy or envy at the door so that you can really open your hearts. All righty. Like Brother Sean said earlier, quoting Clayton Bigsby being played by Dave Chappelle, you got hate in your heart, let it out.
Let it out.
So that you can really allow yourselves to grow, guys. You're going to have to get over that, right? I get it. Those that are bringing you what you need might not be in the package that you expected. However, we're here delivering it. All righty. So with that, I yield the floor from this balanced zone that we are concluding with in the Libra zone for San Carlos for the 22nd November 2022 for Ilala Hamael or Zamael for 5 on the left, 2 on the right, 520-30 anti-meridian. And I yield, brother Islam.
Islam. Yeah, I think that might be, we might just did the shortest one.
I know, right? That's a record, bro.
I was telling Brother Cole we was about to float that joint, but I didn't think we was gonna float it like that.
And it's been a whole year for Intuition Monday, man. Intuition Monday is Brother Sean Alim L's presentation for 7 Hail Star. I know, guys. I know 7 Hail Star started with me. However, guys, I know the instructions. All righty. And since I know the instructions and I enforce the instructions and I enforce what Prophet Noble Drew Ali has given us, all righty, guys, I make sure that we're all equally contributing so that you guys will have what you have. Just because I'm here assisting you. Again, Intuition Monday is Brother Sean's, all righty, presentation from 7 Hail Star, guys, so that we can be able to have what you need globally as far as testimonies. And this Friday is the 1-year anniversary for Impromptu Improv, all righty? And that's just 7 Hail Star overall. We just get our improv on. So you never know, you can just have a guest, maybe not have a guest, maybe speak on a topic that may not seem like, what does this have to do? Look, guys, we tie in everything. We just want you to be able to be comfortable in embracing what it looks like you actually 9 times out of 10 should be, all righty? This is what honoring your ancient foremothers and forefathers look like. As a small example, just a small example. We're just a drop in the pond pertaining to sincerity. Because like Brother Taj says, nature responds to sincerity and sincerity alone. So anyway, with that being said, any other questions, comments, and or suggestions, bro? You got the host, man. Close us out.
No, I think that's it. So gratitude to you all who see this, who share this, who comes across this now in the future and, times to come, as they would say, right? With gratitude for you all. So shout out to the bro once again. Make sure that you Wednesday is when we'll be back for another.
Yes.
So make sure you get that. Thank you again. Peace and love to you all. Y'all enjoy your moon day, your lovely moon day Monday. Islam, peace and love to you all.
Islam.